Thanks for tuning in to the Joy of Baseball podcast. It's all about baseball, from the sandlots to the big leagues and everything in between. I'll share my joy for the game with you, and whether you're a fan of baseball or good storytelling, you'll be entertained, and each episode will bring a little joy to your day. So grab you some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Let's talk baseball.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. All the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right
How we doing, Conch Baseball fans? I got a good one for you today. We're talking with Ralphie Henriquez, assistant head coach at Conch Baseball, 2005 state champ, all-time hits leader, and spent 12 years in professional baseball. And I got him right here with me. Welcome to the show, Coach.
What's up? How we doing?
I'm doing real good. Appreciate you being here.
Of course.
So, Coach, I talked to you at the end of last season, and I said I want to have you on the show, but I want to wait till next season. We were still feeling a little bit of sting from the way the season ended. I didn't think that meant I had to wait 7 months to talk to you. But needless to say, I've got some great questions for you. And the first one comes from my friend and yours, Haig Smith, one of the members of the K Crew, super Conch fan, and probably his most proud title. He's Kai Smith's daddy.
This Haig Smith with the K Crew, baby. That's right, sitting behind home plate all year long. Excited to watch some baseball. Friday, Saturday night, let's go. Anytime, baby, anytime, man. Anyway, I hear Coach Ralphie's in the hot seat today. Yes, giving a little interview with the coach. By the way, what's up, Joy? Bringing love, bringing that joy to everyone. Coach, I got a question for you. What are you most excited for with the 2026 baseball season? I know we got a lot of things to be excited about. I want to hear some of those things from you. Also, guess what? Someone wanted to say hey to you guys. Here we go. Let's go, Conchs.
Good luck this season, Coach. Go Conchs.
Well, Haig's my workout buddy. I see him 7 a.m. at CrossFit. We get after it. Joy, I think the most thing I'm looking forward to the most is watching these kids with another year of growth and experience under their belt. We got some really good arms, and to mix in with last year's talented young bats and a year, like I said, a year of growth, a year of maturity, physically, emotionally, everything. I think this team's going to have a really good year.
We're ready for it. Conch baseball fans, we always have real high expectations for our teams. I'm going to flip the question for you. What do you and the Conch baseball team expect from Conch fans this season?
Well, I think our expectation is to win 12 every year. And you shouldn't be coaching if you don't want to win 12. I mean, everybody wants the old lucrative 12. I think as a fan, for us, I mean, these kids, I know my goal personally is to have these kids experience playoff baseball in Key West every year. To me, that is something that you can't emulate. What everybody talks about when you see 1,000 people all wearing red shirts and they're engaged in every pitch. That is something that doesn't happen in a lot of places.
Well, let's do it. I already looked at the schedule. I counted 21 home games, so that's exciting. Couple of teams popped out at me. What does the schedule look like to you?
I mean, for us, it's always hard, and harder. Like every game is supposed to be a challenge to prepare us to beat the American Heritages, the Merritt Islands, the Satellites, schools that we know we're going to face down the road in regionals once that begins. I know for us, for me personally, bringing back the pace game to Key West, I think is a huge history thing. Kind of for us to bring them here, we had to go to them last year. And it was kind of part of the deal. So we get them on a Friday night, so we're ready to rock.
Yeah, I think that's one of the games where we need to cook a pig. Let's have a
Yo,
party.
let's get Mr. Barossa ready.
Let's go. I'll call him. We'll
You got
start
it.
planning right now because that's not too far
No,
from it.
we're only
Right?
we're a week away. Yeah.
Yeah. We also have Westminster coming.
No, so we go to Westminster this year. We always
Oh,
kind of
okay.
alternate every other year, being at home or traveling. And I think this year we're trying to get this game at Mark Light. If we can't, we'll play it at their place, which we haven't been there in a long time either, because we usually play it at like a FIU or Mark Light at University of Miami Field.
That'll be good. I like that's a nice stage. I think the
Yeah.
K crew could travel to that one. We just got to go straight, right?
We got a lot of K's we could hang up this year.
Hey, I was gonna ask you about that. We got 18 in the bag. Do you think that's enough Ks?
I don't know. Last weekend was a pretty good indicator of what it could be. I think we had 11 the first night, and that was spread out amongst three guys. So I don't know. Big Don, Cop, some of these guys, they all throw pretty hard. So it should be a good year.
Hey, I was really excited to see Koppel back on the mound. We've got Donovan Theory. Also, of course, seeing Augie on the mound was really cool. Let that motorcycle go. We got Rick and Judd calling the games. It's always it's fun to tune in, even when you can't be at the game. One of the things that I love to hear with that preseason opener is we had a lot of 2-out rallies and dropped a couple of bunts, Coach.
But that's kind of like the story of these guys last year. These guys last year always found a way. They never had that, not to sound cliche, that never quit mentality. And these guys, they definitely got that fight and that dog in them to keep wanting to go, especially against a team like Jupiter. I mean, I know the pitching dominated. We had a no-hitter going until the seventh inning, until I think Mr. Lopez he killed us, When I heard
wasn't
that,
gonna
threw
bring
the
it
hand
up.
warmer down, I'm like, why? So when you see him, you got to wear him out.
Hey, I was thinking that we might make some T-shirts or something.
Exactly.
Don't say no.
And so that Jupiter team, they're a really talented team that actually lost in the state championship to Stoneman Douglas, I think 3-2 maybe. So, but our pitching was so good, it kind of shadowed like all their commits and some of their pretty special players they have.
Yeah, it sounded like from what Rick and Judd was saying, it was like a playoff atmosphere. You could hear the buzz even on the radio.
No, absolutely. I think that's what made. I know it was kind of different playing that preseason on the road this year, but with the construction and we had 8 teams originally, and we just felt like, hey, maybe we weren't quite ready to have 8 different teams here with construction going on and the whole thing. But going to Jupiter, it actually ended up really well. Monday night, we had all 30 major league teams at our game. Obviously, Donovan's attracting a lot of people. But you know what? It's an opportunity for him, and then the other guys on the team get the same opportunity to be able to be seen as well.
Yeah, good stuff for sure. We're excited for all of that. I can't wait to hang my first K for Donovan.
Yes.
I know his family well. They educated here in Monroe County for a long time, so I know them and I'm happy to welcome them here. You mentioned the construction. Let's talk about what's happening at the rec. So what should fans expect when they go out there?
So with the construction going on, when people walk up to it and they see this building and this batting cage that's already up, they're gonna say, "Wow." I mean, I think when it's all said and done, we're gonna have the best facility in the state of Florida, if not one of the best in the country, especially for a public school. I mean, this batting cage, and people see how big it is, they're gonna say, "This is amazing." In regards into different kind of a layout, parking will be the same. Unfortunately, we don't have restrooms. We have I don't want to say porta potty because they're way nicer than that. They're the nicest things you'll ever see. Mine is being a real bathroom. They
All
really
right, I'm
are.
gonna hold you to it.
I'm telling you, you're going to walk in and be like, hey, it wasn't that bad. So we actually have them set up behind the press box on the first base side. Everything is pretty much staged behind the first base dugout. We're still going to have our concession stand. We're going to have it's a really nice, pretty much restaurant inside of this wagon where we're still going to do our dinners. Everything normal operation is going to exist, just a little different location. For the entrances, everybody will kind of come in through the middle bleacher right behind home plate, off to the left where the old press box used to be, and then the exit will be on the other side. Coach Freeman already has it lined up and staged, and how that's going to come in and kind of flow for people to get through and to be handicap accessible as well.
Good question. I know my brother-in-law wanted to get out there, so that's good to know.
Yes, absolutely. Handicap would not be an issue. Like I said, it'll be right there by the ramp as soon as you come in, and you'll be able to go either direction after that point.
Hey, Coach, we talk a lot about the players. Let's talk about the coaching staff. How's 17 doing, and who do you have coaching with you this year?
17 still kicking. He threw around a BP yesterday, pushing 70 years old, and he ain't going nowhere. This year we added Tag Criswell. He works with all of our infielders. Tag is from Tampa. He used to coach high school baseball up there. I want to say it was at Freedom High School. And Tag loves to work, and so do these kids. So it's been a great combination of these two guys, or our guys and him together. They relate really well with him. He hits fungos. He works with these guys from the time he gets here to the time the lights shut off every day. So he's been a great addition for us. We also have Ramon Bertucci. He's going to be our head JV coach this year. He's been a part of the staff for the last 3-4 years. He was Frank's assistant on JV, and Frank's taken a year off. He's having a baby this year, getting married, so he's got to save the days. But he's awesome. Ramon is a guy that he's from New Orleans. He moved to Key West, and he takes a lot of pride in what the Key West baseball logo represents and everything about it. If you don't know Ramon, you think he's from Key West, what this place means to him. It's pretty special.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure to get to know him over the last couple of years, and we just love him with the K Crew. We're ready for him to come sit with us, but he's got work to do on the field. And we definitely need to take a moment and congratulate Frank. I love the fact that he's going to have a little conch baby.
Yes.
And so we'll maybe see them back out in the field in a couple of years. But great coaching staff. We talked about 17. What does it mean to you to be able to coach next to your dad? I think you're coming up on 9-10 years here. What's it mean to sit next to him and coach with him, Ralphie?
Wow, I'm trying not to get emotional now. So I got back here in 2019 full time. So I guess this be year 7 for me, to be exact, if I'm adding right. You know, I never planned on coming back. I never planned on doing this. This was never in my thought, never in my journey, never in the wildest dream to even ever come back and do this. But being able to come back and do it with him has been very special.
I saw a picture. I believe James Ong took the picture of you and your dad there. You were in the batting cages, and you both just had this really easy smile on your face. That's the best way I could describe it. And it was like, that's the poster of baseball. He's the greatest of all time.
Yeah, you know, so I grew up here watching him coach. I got to play for him. I obviously left for 12, 13 years. I come back and get to share this last part of him. It's pretty cool.
I didn't really get you choked up.
You're good.
But it's good. If we don't have emotion, then what are we doing here, right?
Exactly. That's what makes your show so special.
But Coach, the other thing is you not only coach with this program, you know what it takes to win a championship. You're part of the 2005 championship team. Talk about that team, some of the highlights as a player. I mentioned earlier you were the all-time hits leader. Talk about your career as a conch player.
Oh, man, like I said, I grew up here wanting to play here first before I wanted to be a Yankee. That was my first thought. And being able to play here and experience the ultimate thing of winning a state title in Key West, watching my dad win 3 of them as a kid, it's all so surreal. And then at the same time, now, I'm like, shit, I want to do the same thing now in his shoes as a coach. And I know there's been a handful of guys that have been able to win them as players and coaches, and that list isn't very long. It's a pretty cool thing to do, and been experience something like that in Key West. That means a lot to a lot of people.
It truly does. Who were some of your teammates on that 2005 team? We're also going to be celebrating the 96 championship team this year with their 30th anniversary.
Yeah, I know for starters, I've been over the past 8 months here because, like Chad Spotswood, he's a guy that pitched here in Key West. He won a state title in 2005, and now he's rebuilding Rex Weech. How cool is that? You got a local guy coming to redo the history of this place and make it 2026. It's pretty cool.
That's conch pride, right?
was looking forward to doing this project and kind of putting it all together. And he built us hats that say Rex Weeks on the side and with our logo and the Key Star on the other side.
I can't wait for the Rex to be complete. It's truly going to be a fitting facility for such a historic program. Following your high school career, you got drafted right out of high school. Houston Astros, right? Drafted you second
Yes, I went in the
round.
second round. Yep.
Tell me some of the highlights. You've been out of it for a while now. How do you look back on your professional career?
Man, I mean, lucky, blessed, definitely right place, right time in some situations. To be able to play 12 years professional baseball with, I think, 4 organizations. I think I played in 46 states over that time, and anywhere from Key West to Seattle to Portland, Maine, like Southern. I mean, I definitely hit every quadrant in this country. Met some really, really cool people that I stay in touch with today. And I mean, the experiences I got is just something that I will never forget, I guess you could say. I don't know. I think of the 12 years, I look back at it, I think being able to wear a Dodgers uniform has probably been the most special thing. Like when Antonio gets the experience today as a Dodger, he may never experience again somewhere else. The only better feeling is going to be for him to pitch in the big leagues with all the organization. There's a reason why they're labeled as the best of everything, you know? And playing there definitely, it was different wearing a Dodgers uniform.
You mentioned Antonio. We have 13 players right now that are playing at the next level. Antonio and Danny, I believe, are in pro ball. The rest of them playing college ball.
Newcomer for the Wildcats on the mound, Andres Barroso, the junior from Key West, a transfer from Indian River State. Barroso, last season at Indian River State, 20 appearances with 1 start, finished 6-0 with a 3.46 ERA in 39 innings, 32 strikeouts, 10 walks, over 7 strikeouts per 9 with a 1.23 whip. Not often you see someone from Key West in Division I athletics. Quick trivia, what is the high school mascot for Key West High School?
Is it an ocean animal?
It is an ocean animal.
Dolphin?
No.
Wait, let me do a second guess.
Okay, go for
it. Manatee?
No, you're not close.
Oh.
It is the Key West Conchs.
Oh. Well, I wasn't close enough.
Because the official symbol of the island of Key West and it's on the state flag, or the city flag, is the conch shell.
Well, from your experience as a player in pro ball, what advice do you offer them, or what do you, just as you witness them go through their next level, what do you hope they take away from this that you were able to acquire?
I think the biggest challenge is, like, you got to be tough. Like, you're going to have days where you're going to call home, or you're going to say, what am I doing right now? I'm year 9, I'm year whatever. I'm in a town that all we have is an Applebee's and a Sonic, and I'm like, this is not it. And I think the biggest thing is, like, for me, was always plan A was get to the big leagues. Plan B was not let plan A fail. And I was going to let nobody tell me I couldn't do it. And if you really believe that you're a major leaguer, or you really believe that you're going to go play in Division I, then knock down every door until you get there.
That's good stuff. Mic drop moment. I always look for the mic drop moment in my episode, and you just gave it to me. Hey, we got to give a shout out again, mentioning Antonio Knowles. We've got to give a shout out to him and Billy Wardlow. We've got 2 conchs representing in the World Baseball Classic. Yes. Antonio's on the roster with Great Britain. Billy Wardlow is going to be the equipment manager with the Dominican Republic team that a lot of people think is going to win it or definitely be in the championship. How cool is that to have a couple of conchs on a really big stage in baseball?
Unreal. I remember right before Tones had left down here, he had told me about it. And I'm like, dude, you got to do it. Like, 1 inning against the right team or the right hitters, and you get guys out, can open a window of opportunity that you may never get back. And, I mean, obviously nobody's picking Great Britain to win probably WBC, but 1 inning. And then what the amazing part is, his pool was with Team USA. So I'm not sure how they're going to link up. Yeah. So he goes there and he can throw a few cutters, a few sliders, a bullet here or there. I mean, couple of outs, a strikeout, they'd be like, damn, maybe he can do this. Before you know it, it's May or June, and Tones is getting the call. So something as small as that turns into life-changing opportunity.
It's been really cool to watch him. And the two of you have, like you mentioned, went through the Dodgers organization. So he's in Tulsa, been in Oklahoma a little bit. When's the last time you've been in Oklahoma?
Oh shoot, I actually went there.
Have you seen him play?
So I actually went to OKC about 2 years ago. I saw a Thunder game. I'm just randomly in that area. I have not seen him pitch personally, like in uniform, but for some reason I'm crazy enough to still get down there and catch him. No gear, no nothing. And he's like, dude, I need a throwing partner, so let's go. I'm sitting here saying every prayer, like, let's go. At 38, the hands and the eyes still work, Joy.
Hey, I believe it, Coach. I know you can still hit them out. You can still go. You can still go at least 7 innings.
The hands still work. I mean, I pick and choose now who to catch. Probably not catching Don anytime soon.
All right, Coach. So you've got an interesting perspective. You're a pro ball player for many years, like we talked about. What do you think the current state of baseball is? There's a lot of threats that they're going to go on strike. We have these huge contracts. We've had some rule changes, ABS coming in. What do you think the status of baseball is right now?
That's a heck of a question. Well, obviously, money kind of rules the world in the game, right? I mean, the strike zone thing, I'm not a fan. I'll admit it. I think there's an art back there of catching and presenting and doing all that stuff. It almost eliminates that good catcher. That defensive guy no longer exists. Basically, you just become a wall and catch it and throw it back. Like, that doesn't matter anymore. And I think a lot of guys played for a long time because of the special ability to be able to do that at a high level. In regards to the game possibly facing a strike in 2027, like I said, at the end of the day, it's all about owners and players and making money and the union. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on that we don't even hear and know about.
Exactly.
And everybody's not going to agree. All 30 teams and owners and players. Everyone's going to have their own opinion. I guess I'm more old school. I kind of like the umpire effect. I think the umpire obviously is not perfect, but hey, he's part of this game and he's been here for 140 years. Sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. It's part of it. And I just think sometimes maybe there's too much technology involved that it's kind of transforming and changing the game a little bit.
I agree. As a fan, I think we're trying to make a sport that's not perfect. As fans, I know their viewership is up. I love watching the game right now. I'd like to see a little more small ball. I love home runs, but I still like to see a guy throw down a bunt. I think defense, especially as a Yankee fans, we got to work on some of those fundamentals.
That's the thing, like defense doesn't really exist anymore up there. If we're talking spin rate fastballs and gyro sliders and change ups and its launch angle, it's a whole different world. And I think that's the kind of baseball that involves the manager making decisions, bringing in the right guy, right matchup. I mean, all that still exists, but it's all from an analytical point of view.
Well, Coach, I want to go ahead and wrap up this episode. I know that you've got a lot going on out at the Rex. I'd like to end the episodes of the Joy of Baseball with a segment called For the Cycle. And I ask you 4 questions, and just like completing a cycle in baseball, they get harder as they go. So you ready for it?
Give it to me. Let's go.
All right. First question. What would your walk-up song be?
Oh, my God. I don't even know where to start. Oh, my God. That's tough. In today's world, what would it be? I don't know. When I played, I was really trendy. Whatever was hot in that moment, whether it was Justin Bieber or it didn't matter. Whatever I thought was to get the fans going.
All right, that's fair enough. Hey, I put in a request. I want to know if we could get posted on social media, because you guys do such a good job on social. If we could get a playlist of everybody's walk-up song, I think that'll be cool.
So we're actually working on it, and I actually have another idea. I was kind of talking to Caylee about it. And I was like, how about one weekend we do like an oldies night? We make all the guys got to pick like one of their favorite old songs and bring them back. Yeah, I think that would be so fun and so interactive with the fans and kind of see what old song goes to these guys.
Hey, I love that. My little nephew, he's 5 years old, my great nephew. He comes out to baseball games and he thinks it's all about the music. So that's what's gotten him attracted right now, is hearing that PA system and everybody carrying on. So I like that idea. Second question. Should Roger Clemens be in the Hall of Fame?
Absolutely.
I was hoping you'd say that. Him and all the rest of the bad guys, right?
Quick story. In 2007, he was still pitching with the Yankees. And I played with his son, Kobe. Steinbrenner and them guys, they would let him come to Lexington in between starts. So he would throw all of his bullpens in Lexington, Kentucky, and then go pitch in New York whenever that day fell during the week. So for all of 2007, I got to catch majority of his bullpens, at 19 years old. It was amazing. It was pretty cool. So when he came to Key West, like here a couple years ago, and he was like, dude, I remember, I know you.
That's good stuff. I didn't know that story. Thank you for sharing that. Here's a tough one. Has the NIL opportunities for college players disrupted Major League Draft?
I think when it comes to football, more football right now than baseball because the money's not quite the same yet at that level. Unless you're really a special elite type arm, probably at a high-end place like a Tennessee or a Wake Forest. I think eventually it looks like we're going that direction. But unfortunately, it's like a trickle-down effect. If it's happening there, it's going to affect high school kids. So it makes it harder for these guys to get scholarships at them places.
Which helps the D2, D3 programs build, right?
Exactly.
So in some ways, opportunities, but definitely a change in the landscape. Okay, the final question, and this one kind of merges with my other show that I have, the Conchs. What does Conch Pride mean to you?
Oh, my God. I mean, like I said, I grew up at Rex Beach Field as a kid from the ages of 7 to 18. And now that I'm back again on year 7, like I said, that's part of my everyday function. Like I said, we have kids from 10 years old to 18 years old out here every day of the week. And so there's somebody here working. I've played in a lot of really cool places. And this place is very different when it comes to baseball, the fans, the environment, the atmosphere. I don't think many high schools can have a schedule already built for 2027, and we ain't even played 2026 yet. And everybody wants to be here, and they're already calling for next year. And people want to host events and tournaments here and stuff that like Jack's trying to do with bringing 6 to 8 college teams here for next October. Like no other place could do that besides Key West. And how do you not have a romantic, I guess, a thing here with baseball in Key West?
It's more than the hype. It's real. Conch Baseball, baseball in Key West is such a big part of our history. It truly is the joy in my life. I thank you for everything you do for Conch Baseball, what you did as a player, your family. The future's bright.
We're trying. We're definitely working.
You take care of the field, Coach.
You got
the play crew take care of the stands.
Get them ready.
We'll get it done, Coach. I'm Joy Newlish, and I appreciate you tuning into my podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, drop a review, share, and subscribe because there's a lot of good stuff on tap. You can find more joyful content on YouTube, the socials, or check my website at joynewlish.com. Now go surround yourself with the things that bring joy to your world. Until next time, much love.